Let's talk about how the position you give birth in can directly impact the space your baby has to move through your pelvis. So when you're lying on your back with your legs spread out, what we see as like the typical standard hospital position for giving birth, it might look like it's opening your pelvis, but here's what's actually happening on the inside. So this is your pelvic inlet and this is your pelvic outlet. And when you're lying on your back and your legs are spread out, this is what your pelvis does. This position actually causes the top of your pelvis to flare out, which actually reduces the space at the bottom of your pelvic outlet. You see that? So instead of creating more space, the pelvic outlet actually gets smaller. And that decrease in space can actually make it harder for baby to descend and rotate. One of the many reasons that babies can get stuck during the pushing phase. When you shift into positions like hands and knees, side lying, or squatting, your pelvis can actually open up even more. It creates more room for baby to move and use their cardinal movements to get through the birth canal. And that's also why, as birth workers, we really like to do hip squeezes, because when we are doing a hip squeeze, that is actually opening that pelvic outlet a little bit more. The next time you see that typical laying on your back position in the hospital to give birth, remember that it's probably closing the space that your baby needs to be born. I encourage you to start exploring other birthing positions that support your body's natural design.